Hi, good morning. My name's Heather Miller, and I'm the Policy Administrator for the University of Southern California. And with me today, I have
Maria Brown, and I'm the Reliance team lead.
excellent. Good morning, everybody. We're here to talk a little bit about the single IRB and just to give you a little bit of background on some of the words within the single IRB. So we're calling this little presentation Single IRB Vocabulary. Maria, can you please tell us what does single IRB mean?
So single IRB is when you have a study that involves multiple sites, and one IRB is the reviewing IRB for all of those sites.
So does that mean if I am a principal investigator and I'm doing a research study with, let's say, UCLA and also Cal State, San Marco, is that what you mean when you say multiple sites?
Yes.
Okay. And then does that mean a single IRB? Does that mean only one IRB is going to review the information, or what does that look like to me as an investigator?
So one IRB will be the lead IRB, and they will make all the determinations for the other sites, but the other sites may still have to submit something to their own institution's IRB so that they're aware of what the study is about and if there are any institutional requirements for that study.
Okay. And why do we have to do this?
So in 2018, NIH had a policy, the single IRB policy, that they mandated all NIH funded studies have to use a single IRB when it's a multi-site study. And then in 2020, the Office of Human Research Protections also followed suit and required any collaborative studies that are also multi-institutional have a single IRB.
Okay, so it's kind of the direction we're going. And I think if I understand correctly, the FDA is thinking about this as well.
Yes, so FDA has started to line up their policies along with NIH and OHARP, and they still haven't come out with the policy, so we're still expecting a policy from them in the near future.
Okay, excellent. So when we think about some other words that are in the single IRB vocabulary, what's the difference between reliance and seated?
So they're actually the flip of each other. When you're have a reliance, that usually means that your institution is the reviewing IRB and other sites are relying on your institution for IRB review. When you're seating, your institution is relying on another IRB for IRB review.
Okay, and does this mean are you working with other institutions?
Yes, so you're doing this usually for collaborative research. You're either doing the same protocol that they're doing and doing the same study activities, or you're doing a piece of it. You may be only doing data analysis or helping with conducting some of the study procedures.
Excellent. And my last questions I have for you is about being engaged. Like, how does an investigator know what they should do? How do they begin?
So being engaged in research is how we determine if you need a reliance agreement. And a reliance agreement is the agreement between two institutions that they're going to use one of the institution's IRB as the reviewing IRB. So if you're not engaged in research, you don't need to do this. You don't need a reliance agreement. So we have certain questions that we ask to determine if you're engaged in research. And one of them is the study federally funded? So are you receiving federal funds? And is it a multi-site study? Is anyone from your site obtaining consent for research purposes? Are they interacting or intervening with participants? And are they getting identifiable information for research purposes? So a yes to any of these questions could make you engaged in research.
And how would I find out if I'm not sure, even after listening to this? Who should I contact?
You can contact the Reliance team. Our email is reliance@usc.edu.
Thank you so much, Maria, for your time and for all of your explanation. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.